Good morning, children. Welcome to the computer class of 8th standard. Today we are going to start new chapter, that is lesson number 6, decision control structure. So open your book and page number 74. The objectives of this chapter are if control structure, switch statement, looping control structure, for loop, while loop and do while loop. Students, today we will discuss page number 74, 75 and 76, and the topics are if control structure. And in if control structure, we will discuss about only two statements, if statement and if else statements. Students, while executing programs, sometimes it becomes necessary to change the order of execution of some statements or to repeat a particular set of statements subject to a given condition. These kind of conditions require some logical decisions. So here we are going to talk about control structure. These control structures are used to control the execution of a program. By using control structure, we can change the flow of execution either by repeating or skipping the execution of a few statements. Even in our daily life, any decision that we make depends on some condition being met. For example, our plan for going to a theater will depend on some condition. Let's suppose if the tickets are available, then we will watch the movies. Otherwise, we have food in a restaurant. It means if tickets will not available, we will go to the restaurants. So all the works are depend on some conditions. Similarly, a computer also decides about the actions depending on the condition being true or false. In Java, conditional control structure are categorized as selection control structure, looping control structure, and jumping control structure. Now, what is selection control structure? It causes the program control to be transferred to a specific location depending upon the condition. Students, Java supports two types of selection statements, if and switch. The statement containing if is referred to as bidirectional branching because it executes the block of statement depending on the conditional expression. The conditional expression consists of relational and logical operators and must evaluate to either true or false. You know very well that what is syntax? Syntax are the rules for writing that particular statement or condition. So here we will see the syntax of if statement. If you have to write in small letters because this is considered as a keyword. In bracket Boolean expression, it means any type of condition or any equation you can write here for applying the condition. Curly braces, then Java statements, then close the curly braces. Now I'm going to do one program related to if statement, and the program is example number 1 of page number 75. To check whether a number is greater than 4 using the if statement. Now open BlueJ, create new class for the program, give the name of the class, click on OK. Our new class is created. Double click on it, Control A and then Control X. Now start the program here. Students, the question is find out the number is greater than 4 or not. We will enter one number and we will apply condition here that the number should be greater than 4. If number is greater than 4, then output will be displayed. If the number is less than 4, then no output will be displayed on the computer screen. Public class, then name of class, public static void main, and in bracket in previous programs we have written string args and square bracket, but here we will enter parameters, means here we will declare a variable, and one variable that I'm going to declare here, that is a. So a is a type of integer, means int is a data type and a is a variable. With this work, computer will ask you for entering the value during the execution of the program. In this way, we will not enter any type of value of a inside the program. Firstly, write the statement println then entered number is plus symbol. Which number we are going to enter? That is a. So write down a variable here. Semicolon. Enter. Now apply the condition if a greater than 4. It means when after entering number, computer will check if the entered number is greater than 4, then it will display the output on the screen. Otherwise, it will not display anything. Now, curly braces, system dot out dot println, and display the message number is greater than 4, double quotes close, and semicolon. Children, as we have discussed, if statement display the message or output on the screen if the condition is true. But if the condition is false, it will ignore your work, means nothing will be displayed on the output screen. Now enter and close the curly bracket. Here we have opened 3 curly braces, so at the end we have to close 3 curly braces. Now program is over. Compile it. No syntax error. Minimize it. Now right click on a class, void main, int a. Now it is asking for entering a value. We can enter any value like 7. Okay. Entered number is 7 and the output is number is greater than 4. Now the second way I am going to show you that if we will enter less value. Now see it again. Right click on a class, void main. Here I am entering 3. It is less than 4. Now click on OK. Now entered number is 3 and it has not shown any message on the output screen. It means our condition is not fulfilled according to the value. So students, next is if-else statement. The if-else statement is a logical situation where either of the 2 actions are to be performed depending on the condition. If the condition evaluates to true, then the statement written inside the body of the if block are executed. Otherwise, the statement in the else block get executed. It contains 2 blocks of statement. See the syntax of if-else statement. If Boolean expression, it means any condition you can write here. Then curly braces. Then inside the curly braces, you can write any Java statement according to the requirement. Next, else. In else, we will not write any type of condition because in if-else only one condition and 2 statements. Else, again, else also has a Java statement. It means if the condition is true, the first Java statement will be executed. But if the condition is false, the else part of Java statement will be executed. Students, if there is more than one statement to be executed in the true or false part of if statement, then these statements should be enclosed in curly braces. and a sequence of statements enclosed with a pair of braces is known as compound statement. Now I'm going to do a program related to if-else statement, and the program is on page number 87 in lab session and program number 4. Program is to check whether the product of two numbers is a Buzz number or not. Now children, what is Buzz number? A number which ends with 7 or is divisible by 7 is a Buzz number. Now let's see it practically. Open BlueJ. Here I am creating new class. Buzz number. Okay. New class is created. Double click on it. Control A. Control X. Now I am starting the program. Public class Buzz number, enter, curly braces, public static void main, round bracket. The question is whether the product of two number is a Buzz number or not. So it is clear. So firstly we have to take two numbers. Here I am taking int A, comma, int B. Two numbers I have taken. Now start the curly braces. Now I will take third variable for storing the output, int C, semicolon, and C is equal to A multiplied by B. Why A multiplied by B? Because they have asked that find the product of two numbers firstly. Then tell it is a Buzz or not. So here we have done product of A and B. Now enter. Now we will apply condition if, write down the condition, C modulus of 10 double equal to 7 or 2 pipe sign C modulus of 7 and double equal to 0. It means that when we divide C with 10, this is a symbol of modulus and it means we have to find remainder here. Firstly, we have to divide C with 10. And what is C? C is the answer of A multiplied by B. Whatever we will multiply in the form of A and B, that will store in C, and C will be divided with 10 and the remainder should be equal to 7. Or, this is a symbol of OR operator. C you will divide with 7 and its remainder should be 0. Now, next is, let's see if value of C is 10. Modulus 10. When you will divide 10 with 10, the output is 0 or remainder is 0. So it means it is not equal to 7. This condition becomes false. Now check the second condition. C we have assumed 10. Modulus 7. When you will divide 7 with 10, then its remainder will be 3. Remainder is 3. So it means this is also not equal to 0. So it means both the conditions are false. So computer will display the statement written in else part. If any of the condition is true, then the if part statement will be executed. Now, I am going to write the statement. System dot out dot println. If the conditions are true, then this is a Buzz number. Double quotes close, enter. Now else, if both condition will be false, then the else part will be executed. This is not a bus number. Now at the end, close the curly braces. We have opened 2, so we have to close 2 curly braces. Now compile it. Illegal expressions. So we have one error in our program. So why it is illegal? We have to differentiate both the expression by taking brackets. Now again compile it. Now no syntax error. Minimize the window. Now right click on your particular class icon, void main. Enter the value for A and B. Then click on OK. And the result is, this is a bus number. We have entered 6 and 7. Firstly, computer will multiply these two numbers, then check whether it is a bus number or not. So this is the answer. So students, today we have discussed if and if-else statements. We have also done one program related to these statements. You do practice of other programs related to these statements for the better understanding of the topics. Thank you.